Hi guys. So as I had discussed, this video will be about a review of The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So The Alchemist, the story is basically about a shepherd called Santiago in some mountains of Spain who has been having a constant recurring dream. He dreams while lying down in his church that he will get to that he must go to the pyramids in Egypt, and there he will find a treasure. He has been having this dream over and over again, and as the story goes, he actually heads out to in the quest of his dreams, and that's where the journey really begins. And also, as you will realize when you read it, the magic truly comes about. In his over the course of his journey, he comes across many different new people, as traveling often does. Then also he comes across numerous challenges very early on his way. He's robbed of all his belongings by a man who pretended to be his confidant, and but then he does not give up. He still keeps going, even right when he reaches his destination. And I won't give you what the destination is. It could be the pyramids, it could be something else. I wouldn't spoil it for you. He comes across one really terrible challenge, and he still overcomes that too. Eventually, the story takes him to his treasure, and he meets someone else who gives him the true meaning of what the treasure really was, and how he found his way to it. When I read The Alchemist for the first time, I was obviously enamored with the story. I loved everything that was written in it, and what I liked really a lot was how simple the writing was. There were no fancy words, there was no show off or anything. It just, the story naturally flowed. That made it really easy to just keep going and going on with the story. And also then came the idea of what I took away from reading the story, what the message was. The Alchemist is, as they say, it's for dreamers, it's for anyone who has had a dream, and rightfully so, because it really was this journey. Santiago's journey started with a dream, and eventually what led him to his treasure was his pursuit of his dream. And it also, the magic in Alchemist, the word alchemy itself dwells on magic. The magic itself of The Alchemist was that it showed that you don't actually have to reach some kind of extraordinary high or go out of your ways to find what you really want in life, to find your ultimate joy. But it shows that the magic, the real joy, is always right at your doorstep. You just have to have the will and the perseverance to fight for it in order to be able to reach it. The Alchemist is also a story about hope, at least that's what I felt like, because when Santiago found his treasure, and again I'm not giving you away what the treasure was, because believe me, you want to read it yourself, you want to discover that world for yourself. The treasure was, you realize that it was so much better than anything that he could have imagined otherwise. If he would not have fought, if he would not have undertaken that journey, if he would not have come across the exact same hardships that he came across. And when the treasure came, it wasn't just winning or its possession that made it all worthwhile, but also just the simple fact that it was true. It was what it was meant to be. And the perseverance and everything, the hardships, the hindrances, they were a part of the journey itself. They could have stopped him, but since he fought against them, they actually made the treasure even more precious, even more valuable for him, for his life. And also in the end, he finds more than just treasure. He finds love, he finds purpose, although the quest of the treasure itself gave his life quite a great purpose. But even then, the journey itself was one of the finest one he took, and the journey that Paulo Coelho leads us on with this novel is what turned me into a Paulo Coelho fan for life. I have read other of his novels too, and I just couldn't believe that how story writing so simple and can still be so relatable. Not every story is meant to be loaded with big shot words, with fancy worlds or anything, although that's nothing I'm against. Obviously I'm a big fan of fiction, so I love it. But in this case, even though it had magic and all other sorts of components that don't necessarily happen in real life, but when the story unfolds, you realize that it is real life. There is still hope, and there is still magic in our lives too. And with Santiago's journey, I think a lot of us will find our ways to our treasures, the treasures that our life holds for us. So this was my quick review of The Alchemist, and I hope you guys let me know in the comments how you found the review, and like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. I'll update you when I post the next video.